There you go, Wave is on at Japan House until October the 22nd. Right, finally this evening, over the summer months, there might be the occasional family argument with the kids on school holidays. But one family that certainly isn't faced is the father-daughter duo bringing their latest show on a UK tour. South African Adrian Galliard and his 14-year-old daughter Emma Jean are bringing Striking a Chord to the cockpit on Saturday as part of the Camden Fringe. Well, having started in lockdown, they've gone from strength to strength, performing together some of the most well-known songs on the biggest of stages. Well, Henry has been speaking to the rather rare duo, but first let's hear them in action.
Emma came to me and she said, you know, Dad, we've got nothing else to do. We're stuck in our home. Why don't we go and record a bit of music together? And so we did. We recorded a few songs, and then she said, well, why don't we put a song out on Easter Sunday for our family and friends, because we couldn't see them, obviously, because we couldn't get out. And we then recorded the prayer, Andrea Bocelli and Sarah Brightman's The Prayer, and we put that out to our family and friends, and next minute the song went completely viral. And and after a few days we'd had millions of views of the song. And so that's how the journey started. We then created a Facebook, YouTube and Instagram channel after that, and we've been producing content ever since. One perfect
Emma Jean, could you believe that suddenly this little innocent video for friends and family just suddenly blew up? And it must have been a very nice surprise. But did you believe that something like that would happen?
I really actually didn't. When we released our song "The Prayer" in April 2020, I was really just expecting it to be a nice little video for my friends and family to just cheer them up. And then all of a sudden it went absolutely viral, and it was really a really surreal experience and amazing. And since then we've just been growing, and this journey has just been incredible. And now we're coming to the UK, which is amazing.
Like Emma says, it's a surreal experience, because I would never in a million years have thought that we'd be sitting here talking to you right now 3 years later, because these kinds of things that don't always happen. So it has been a very, very special. And also to be able to do this with my daughter is also very special. To spend quality time with her and to share this passion together for music, for me as a dad is beyond words. It's a very special thing for me to be able to do with my daughter too.
Well, Emma Jean, how does that feel to have your dad say that about you? Because I know a lot of daughters might not want to spend or work with their dad or perform with their dad. So what's it like for you? Because that must be really nice to hear from your dad.
It is really lovely to hear. I mean, I enjoy performing with him as much as he enjoys performing with me. I feel we have a really special connection and bond that you don't find very often. And since our journey has started, we've just grown closer and closer. And I'm also so lucky to have him as my singing partner, and I don't know what I'd do without him. And it's lovely to hear that I can make such an impact in his life, just as he can make such an impact in mine.
Do you ever get to tell him off at all if he does something wrong?
Sure.
Yes, all the time.
Oh my goodness.
I like to tease him.
Sure.
It's our thing, you know.
Henry, you have no idea. She gives it to me. This is not the easiest thing in the world. Sometimes I tell you what, it can be. We can have some fights, as you can imagine.
Well, you mentioned earlier that you just did it in home equipment, just starting off like that. But you don't have to do that all the time anymore. As we've mentioned, you're going on tour. You're coming to the UK. What will you be performing as part of the UK tour? Where, of course, you're starting in London.
That's right. We've got a new show called Striking a Chord. And it basically just talks about our journey and the connections we have made with our audience and fan base, and the power of music to actually kind of really elicit change in the world. That's kind of the essence of the show, and we're going to be performing that throughout England, and we're starting at the Camden Fringe Festival on the 12th of August, which is next weekend.
At the Cockpit Theatre.
At the Cockpit Theatre, yeah.
And Emma Jean, how excited are you to come to the UK?
I am beyond excited. When I heard this was actually happening, because I never thought it would happen, I was like, my mind was blown, because this would be my first time going overseas, and it would just be amazing, because I didn't know that my first time would be me touring with something I love, my passion, you know? So this is going to be amazing. I'm so excited to go around and see England. My cousins, half of my family live in England, and they say it's just beautiful. And I've always wanted to come to England, so it's going to be so amazing.
There you go. You can catch Adrian and Emma Jean in action on Saturday at the Cockpit as part of the Camden Fringe Festival.